Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about what are the next steps after signing up a new coach. Now, for me, when I became a coach, I finally, after a little while, got the hang of running my own challenge groups and being able to help challengers and feeling confident. And then I started signing up coaches and growing my own team, and then it was like, holy crap, now I have to figure out how to help coaches be successful. So for me, it was a little switch, and I apologize to my first few coaches that I signed up. I was still trying to figure out, and I'm still learning, trying to figure out, how to set them up and to be successful. So what I did is I kind of made a list of some checklists of some things to go over when you sign up a new coach. So this file is in, I know it's in BMisfit. It's also in TurboFit for those of you on my team. And it just kind of gives you a breakdown of things to get them started right. So the first thing when you sign up a new coach, if you have a welcome to the team video, go ahead and you can send that to them. Also, make them a cute little like a welcome picture. I know you guys have seen them. I know you had one when you became a coach. And add them to the coach groups and welcome them. It's very exciting. I remember when I was introduced and I had all of these strangers commenting and, they were really excited that I was there, and it makes them really feel as though, that they are part of a family, which they are. But I usually try to give them a heads up that, because it can be overwhelming, their notifications are going to be going off. I think I was like shopping at the grocery store and my phone was like blowing up and my husband's like, what the heck are you doing over there? So I just kind of give them a heads up and, all of these coaches are going to be there to support them on their journey. The next thing that I do is I send them a welcome email. It gives them kind of like a breakdown of some like first steps as a coach. And then I also send them the Beachbody binder, which I think we have that saved in the files. I send them facts and questions. I send them a breakdown of what ranking means, and just like a few little files for them to go over with. I let them know how excited I am that, they're on this journey with me and that I'm excited to run with them. The next thing is make sure you get them added to whatever current Rock the Basics training. Make sure, and I'm guilty of this, and I know now that I'm going to be running the Rock the Basics training groups with other coaches, I know I'll be more active. But once you put coaches in there, really try to stay engaged in the group with them and checking up on them. Don't just put them in the group and then say good luck. Really look and check in with them to make sure that they are, diving in and, really paying attention to all of the information that is provided to them. The next thing that you do, and I usually try to do this within the first week of getting them signed up, I usually try to do it within the first few days if possible, is set up a Getting Started Right call. The Getting Started Right call is so important. It's really welcoming them, having a one-on-one with them, and just kind of figuring out, why they're there and how you're going to be able to help them on their journey. So I've done, phone calls. I've even done Zooms, which I really like because then it's, face to face and I kind of feel like I'm right there. I want to squeeze them and hug them. And I feel like that's the next best thing. So, when you're doing your Getting Started Right call, congratulate them and welcome them and, tell them how proud you are of them. I mean, for most people, signing up, taking that first step can be really scary. So really let them know how much it means to you that they've, stepped out of their comfort zone and they're ready to take over the world with you. Also, find out their why. And I know most new coaches don't really have a solid why yet. I know for most, including me, I feel like mine's always kind of changing a little bit here and there. Their big why will grow as they grow as a coach, but kind of get, a little background, what made them, want to be a coach? What are they in this for? Find out what their goals are. Are they wanting to just be a discount coach? Are they wanting to just, do this to pay for Shakeology right now? Are they wanting to do this part-time? Are they ready to do this full-time? So, kind of figure or ask those questions, because then you'll know how you can really support them as they're getting started. The next thing, talk about challenge groups. Sit down with them. I always open up my planner and I say, all right, when are we ready to do your first challenge group? And I even pencil it in on my planner so I know, when they're going to really need the support from me as they're getting ready to start their first challenge group. Come up with the game plan with them. Talk about when they should be posting. I always do my first post about my challenge group 2 weeks, 1 week at the latest prior to the start date. So, help them plan that date with them. Give them some ideas. Share the challenge templates with them and any other files on Beatnik that will help them for their first challenge group. I also go over Success Club and why it's so important. I explain, the qualifications, and I share any tips I have for reaching it. And I always remind them, if they hit it the first 3 months, they've got a ticket to Summit. And, I want every one of my coaches to be at Summit with me, and I'm sure you will want yours there with you as well. I also kind of help them a little bit navigate their back office. In the past too, I've actually done some Zoom meetings with like a couple brand new coaches, and I pull up the screen on Zoom so that they can actually see me. But I kind of give them the steps of how to set up their direct deposit and how to locate key features. I don't really go into too much more because it can be overwhelming. I honestly don't even know everything that's in there. I know it's a lot. But just kind of the key things that they will need to jumpstart. And then the next thing I talk about is I do remind them that as any job, there will be ups and downs, and it's so easy to fall off the wagon. Sometimes, even me, you kind of get that feeling of like, oh, and then it's like, bam, you remember your why, and then you keep going up that roller coaster, and, you just kind of give them that heads up, and then, ask them, hey, when I see that you're starting to fall off, or you're not, as engaged in the groups or whatever, ask them how do you want, or how do they want you to handle that? Some people really like it if you call them out and, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? Others kind of like to just, give me my time. I'll get back in it. So, kind of get a feel for their personality and how you'll be able to help them. Also ask them if they have any questions, and, give them their first assignment. And my first assignment for my new coaches is usually, make a list of 100 people that you could personally invite to your first challenge group. And then, I remind them, I've added you to the Rock the Basics training, and I really want them to dive into that group, and, I will be following up with you to see how it's going. And then schedule a date and time to follow up with them. And then, the final thing, just like you were so excited and proud when you, first got on the phone with them, really thank them and, remind them that their job is not to sell, but it's to share their journey and, just to be as real and genuine as possible. And then from there, I have on the document that I created some, weekly steps to follow. And you'll know your coaches. You'll know the ones that, once you sign up, you do your getting started right call, bam, they're off, and you're like, girl, where'd you go? They just took off running, and then there's the other ones that you're gonna have to be there a little bit more for. Um, so, I'm just really excited that, you guys are all here, and it's such a cool feeling once you do cross that line of, I'm not just coaching challengers, I have my own team now, and I'm helping coaches start coaching challengers. I mean, it's just cool to see the magnitude of all of this. And I sometimes just stop and think, and I'm like, what if I never signed up as a coach? And I just think of like the ripple effect of, my small little decision. So I'm just really excited. I like talking about this. I know this is a huge area for me for 2015 that I'm going to continue to grow in. I really want to be the best leader that I can for my team. And when I go full time, which will be happening in the very near future, I know I'm going to be able to do that. And so I hope this helped you guys, and I hope you'll be able to get your new coaches started right. All right. Well, talk to you later. I am